You're trying to get some work done, but there's a problem. You can't focus. No matter how hard you try, it seems like your brain is deciding to say, fuck you. Every person has had this experience at least once. I'm going to show you an ancient technique to turn this brain fog into mental clarity so that you could complete whatever work you need to get done. In order to explain this method, I have to tell you a story. Long ago, somewhere in the forests of India, there were these spiritual seekers. You could think of them as monks. What they did was they would wander around wherever they could in search of self-enlightenment and mental peace. Almost all of a sudden, there was rumors of this method that promised the mental peace and also mental clarity. This method is known as Vipassana, to see things as they truly are. It begins to spread like wildfire throughout India and other countries. Later, this practice was rediscovered by a man named Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the fucking Buddha. And ever since, it has been passed down through generations. This technique is known to us as meditating. Now, as you have heard me spit out this word, meditating, you've probably already got a picture inside your head of a bald Asian monk on top of a mountain under water spring praying to Buddha. And this is completely the wrong picture. Meditating is some voodoo bullcrap that is limited to a religion. It is an important factor in mental clarity that you should not overlook. Meditating comes down to resting your brain and your nervous system. By taking the right type of breaks for your brain, you can achieve the same result as meditating. Many people have the misconception of what a brain break actually is. Many people right now watching this probably think scrolling on TikTok and watching TV is a good way to give their brain a break. It is actually just filling it with more stimulation and not giving it any rest. Some good ways to actually give your brain rest: taking a walk without going on your phone, juggling balls, or it could simply be taking a nap. This technique is about giving your brain rest so that it could reset itself and set you up for mental clarity. Having mental clarity also heavily depends on other factors which you must consider. The first is, again, stimulation. When you've been scrolling on TikTok for hours, you will feel lethargic and you will not be able to focus on your task. You could try to use the technique I talked about earlier and meditate and try to reset your brain. But it is best not to get in this state at all. Now, I know putting these short form contents are difficult because I've tried to quit these things and it took me almost a year. If you have TikTok right now and you're not making money off of it, might as well delete it. Same goes for any other apps that waste your time like that. Another huge factor I've found in my mental clarity is the type of food that I eat. Whenever I'd eat some of my favorite snacks like chocolate or pizza, I feel as though I could pass out right on the spot and fall into the deepest sleep of my life. This is a real phenomenon that occurs when we eat a lot of food, but typically processed carbs. Our body goes into rest and digest, and we do not have the same amount of energy as before eating the meal. It is also just really unhealthy to be putting so much junk in your body, and who knows what chemical is entering your bloodstream and messing with your brain. Now, on the topic of health, another fundamental step to mental sharpness is getting enough sleep. No matter how much coffee you drink, it is not going to replace sleep. Sleep is literally the best method to rest your brain. Now, the final factor is your environment. Now, I know you have heard this before, but I don't think people are reminded enough of how much their environment can affect them. Especially if you are trying to work and you have your phone right in front of you or your gaming console right in front of your face. What do you think that is going to do to your brain? Especially if you have a dirty room. You have so much stuff going on. Tidying up a little bit can really help. Throwing out the stuff that you don't need, or maybe selling it for money. Try the stuff that I've shared with you in this video and comment down if it helped you. If it did, consider maybe subscribing, or not even subscribing, just liking the video. But if you really found this video to be helpful, I would like to see more from this guy. Check out my Patreon. I'll leave it somewhere down